Sri Lanka's Cabinet of Ministers approved a proposal put forward by Minister of Irrigation Pavitra Vanniyarachi to provide additional compensation to the selected families who relinquished their lands due to the construction of the Yarn Oya Reservoir and Left Bank Channel instead of providing them with alternative paddy lands. The decision was made due to the non-availability of lands around Horovpatana, Padaviya and Sripura Divisional Secretariat areas for development as paddy land. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the payment of 1.8 million rupees as compensation to those who lost lands due to the construction of the Yarn Oya Reservoir, and with the provision of a payment of 1.8 million rupees as compensation in lieu of a 1.5-acre plot of paddy land to the selected families who lost their lands due to the construction of the Left Bank Channel. In another decision, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the extension of the duration of the Market Development Facility Programme under the Good Governance for Growth Programme implemented under the Australian Government's Grant in Aid. The Australian Government agreed to provide an additional grant of 42.1 million Australian dollars for the programme. Subsequently, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the proposal put forward by President Ranil Wickremesinghe to enter into an adjunct agreement with the Government of Australia to secure the grants. In another development, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the import of maize by the Sri Lanka State Trading General Corporation. The decision came following the shortage of raw materials required for the production of poultry feed due to insufficient stocks of maize in the open market. The Cabinet of Ministers approved the shortage of raw materials required for the production of poultry feed due to insufficient stocks of maize in the open market. The Cabinet of Ministers also approved providing relief for government officers entitled for political rights who presented themselves available for local government elections. The Commissioner General of Elections has informed the Ministry of Public Administration, Home Affairs, Provincial Councils and Local Government that it is appropriate to appoint a committee for solving issues that occurred due to the postponement of the local government elections in 2023 without a date. In another decision, the Cabinet approved the provision of an opportunity to the private sector to import 50,000 metric tons of rice of GR11 rice category, similar to Kiri Samba. Approval was granted per the recommendation of the Food Policy Committee in order to control the price of rice in the open market on the 20th of November 2023. The decision was approved in a bid to create competition between Kiri Samba and Samba rice in the local market with the intention of providing a price advantage to the consumer. In the meantime, Cabinet approval was also given to the import of eggs from farms recommended by the Department of Animal Production and Health for the stabilization of egg prices in the local market. Sri Lanka State Trading General Corporation has imported 155 million eggs now, and necessary measures have been taken to import another 18 million eggs before the 31st of December 2023. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers approved the resolution furnished by the Ministry of Trade, Commerce and Food Security to further import eggs from Indian farms that have been recommended already by the Department of Animal Production and Health.